You really need to stop overthinking this. You're putting way too much effort into tinkering with your creative process, your publishing schedule, all of this stuff, but you really need to just lean into being your authentic self. On Substack, people are blowing up and you're looking at them like, oh, I should be able to do that. Stop looking at them and worrying about their journey and just focus on your process and your experience. In this episode, I'm going to share with you my sync method and teach you how to apply it to Substack. So just like our last few episodes, I went ahead and made a digital resource for you. It's on the web. All you have to do is click the link in the description of wherever you're watching or listening to this episode, and you'll get access to this so you can put it into action and you can refer back to it as needed. I'll start off by saying that we went on vacation last week, so I didn't do an episode last week, and I was just like kind of feeling like crap about it, making sure that I consistently show up for the community. But then I thought to myself, like, I'm human, guys. Like, I got 2 kids. I got a wife. If I need to take vacation, I can just take vacation and not put out an episode. So I'm excited to be back, but also wanted to just address the fact that I was on vacation last week, and that's why you didn't get one of these. So let's get into the sync method. I'll start by saying the sync method is from my book, Social Media Sync. If you want to get access to that, there'll be a link below for that as well. But we're going to run through this specifically on how it relates to the Substack newsletter ecosystem. So grow on Substack with the sync method. 4 principles for sports writers who want real readers, not just numbers. Excuse me. So I have a quote here. It's my quote. Connection before conversion. Build readers who trust you, and they'll show up every week. So let's go over our pillars for the sync method. So let's start with the first pillar, which is simple. S is for simple. Cut the noise. 1 clear idea per issue. Your reader clicked because they trust you. Don't make them work for the point. Don't make them have to dig for the nuggets and the knowledge. Lead with 1 angle, not 3 takes on last night's game, just 1. Know your specific reader, the sports fan, the aspiring writer, the beat reporter pivoting online, whoever it is. Write your subject line last, right? Do that last so you can kind of cater to them. It shows exactly what's inside, nothing more. Strip your issue until it holds only what your reader actually needs. I see so many people on Substack overcomplicating this, trying to stuff everything into 1 post, trying to stuff everything into 1 note, where really what we need to do is simplify this, make it very easy for people to consume. This is not a buffet, right? This is not a buffet. This is a fine dining establishment where you're bringing your main dish to the table and it's balanced and easy to consume. It's not a big platter of 20 different items. Okay, the next pillar is why. Yield to your intentions. Be purposeful. Know why you're publishing before you publish. Reactive posting builds a scattered audience. Intentional posting builds a loyal one. Write a content North Star. I create for blank, specific reader, to help them blank, specific change. I'll repeat that. Write a content North Star. I create for specific reader to help them specific change. Build 3 content pillars and stick to them. Consistency is the whole game on Substack. I see people jumping around from idea to idea, brand style to brand style. Like, just ride something out for 3 to 6 months and see if it sticks. Don't just pivot every week. Use the 60-second intention check before every issue. Does this serve my reader or just fill space? We got to write with purpose and intention. I love that. Track conversations, not just open rates. Who replied? Who recommended you? That's your real reach. I recently had a creator on Substack reach out to me, and he has a pretty good audience, good sized audience, right? And he reached out to me and he was just like, hey, Robbin, I'm sorry I haven't reached out in a while. Just wanted to let you know that I love what you're doing with the Sports Stackers community and wanted to see if you wanted to do a recommendation swap. I'll recommend both of your newsletters, just recommend mine. And those are the conversations that you should be tracking. Like, it's not just did people open up my emails, it's also what's happening in our DMs and what kind of partnerships and connections are we making. After why, N is for natural. Be the human. AI can write sports takes. It can't be you. Your stories, your losses, your actual opinions, that's the differentiator Substack readers support. Use your real voice. If it sounds like a press release, rewrite it. Tell the behind-the-scenes story, how you reported it, what surprised you, what you almost missed. Admit what you got wrong in the previous issue. Readers respect honesty more than polish. Let your personality show in the opener. That's what makes them open next week. And last, C. C is for change it up. Stay fresh. Variety within a recognizable framework. Your readers expect your voice. Surprise them with format, not your core identity. Rotate formats. Long analysis, quick takes, interview Q&A, photo essays, data breakdowns. Try podcasting or live streams. A recorded conversation about a game can help bring in readers who never find you through search. Cross into adjacent territories occasionally. The business of sport, the culture around your sport, your writing process. Run the 90-day variety audit. What format do readers love most? Double down on that and drop what drains you. So let's get into some actionable stuff we can do here. The first thing is to build your content universe, your content ecosystem. This is something that I talk about in my book, the social media. Do I have a copy around here? Hold on a second. So this is something I talk about in my book, Social Media Sync. This thing is available on Amazon. It won 2 nationally recognized book awards last year. We're just really excited about this book. And the way I wrote it, it's not a time-sensitive piece. These are concepts and pillars that will work for years to come. It's not just for the way social media is now. These are philosophies and pillars and frameworks that I created based on the human experience, not just the digital experience. So really check it out if you're loving what we're cooking up right now. But let's talk about building your content universe. This is directly from the book. So, and I just kind of tweaked it to fit Substack. So in your content ecosystem, you have your sun, which is essentially that large star in the middle, and it's your newsletter. Your highest value, most invested content. Everything else orbits this, right? Now, the planets, right, around this sun are the notes and any activity that you have on social. One of our partners, RightStack, gives you the ability to publish your notes on Substack, but simultaneously, they can publish them through a social media management platform called Buffer. They can publish them on sites like Threads, like Blue Sky, like X and Twitter. So you get the more bang for your buck. You publish a note that will also go out on other platforms, right? So shorter formats that feed readers back to your Substack newsletter. So those planets that are going around, think about your notes like planets floating around your newsletter in the middle. Next are comments. These are podcasts or live streams. We need more people to do podcasts, y'all. Like, this is a huge opportunity for you right now. And I know many of us don't want to be on camera. You can do an audio podcast. It doesn't need to be you jumping on camera. So comments are the podcasts and the live streams, audio and video moments, rare, so they land, right? And then meteor showers. Meteor showers are timely reactions, things that are happening on the fly. For example, last night, at the time of recording this, the San Antonio Spurs advanced to the NBA Finals to face off with the Knicks. I saw that as an opportunity to do something I've been kind of putting off, which is launching our Your Spurs podcast in our network. We also have Your Knicks. We also have Your Mavs. Your Mavs is hosted by Ethan, the advisor Clayton, and Your Knicks is hosted by my man Papa Left. Both channels are growing on podcast platforms and on YouTube. And with this meteor shower of this timely reaction of the Spurs advancing, I'm into the Spurs. As you can see, I love the Spurs. These are hot takes when the news cycle aligns with your beat, fast, punchy, on brand. And that was an example of how we did that in real time. And you could do it too, specific to whatever sport or whatever team you're covering. Now, let's talk about your content mix. The intentional 7, 20, and 10 rule for Substack. Again, this is directly from the book. Core pillar issues, deep dives, analysis, and stories that define your Substack's identity. That should be a big part of your content, 70%. 20% should be timely and responsive. This is breaking news, reader questions, trending topics, and then you want to save a little bit of space for experimentation. Experimental for 10%, new formats, adjacent topics, behind the scenes, try, measure, keep, or drop. So 70% is your core, 20% is news, timely, responsive, and 10% is you experimenting. Now, one thing that I'll end with here is that when you're doing this stuff, if you're alone in a silo, it's not as enjoyable and pleasant. And also, you can't get the most out of it unless you have people around you who talk the same language, who are walking the same walk. In our community, Sports Stackers, it's specifically for sports creators. So sports writers, sports journalists, people coming out of college, interns, all of that. This is a huge opportunity for you if you write or intend on becoming a media company or whatever your mission is for your sports content. Please make sure you join us. And in the link here at the bottom, you can actually click into join the Sports Stackers community for free. So all you have to do is visit sportsstackers.com. Now that you have my sync method, check out this episode where we talk all about engagement.